Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Trip with IFT, where we help you connect all your favorite apps and devices. And today, we're going to be tackling the top 10 productivity apps on IFT. So let's get started. Coming in on number 10 is Slack, the team communication champion. If you're a small business, it is smart to get your whole team communicating efficiently and effectively on one platform. And Slack is great for that. So with a lot of people automatically post a daily reminder to a Slack channel. So this could be a daily stand-up, this could be daily sales of your e-commerce store, anything. If your team also has a lot of Google Calendar invites, you can automatically post a reminder to Slack 15 minutes before the Google Calendar invite starts. And finally, if you want your whole team to read an email, automatically message that email to a Slack channel so your team can all be on the same page and informed. Coming in number 9 is Evernote, the ultimate note-taking companion on our list. If you're a solopreneur, you need some digital space where you're keeping notes on clients or keeping notes on tasks. Evernote is an amazing mobile and desktop app that allows you to save and organize all the thoughts that are inside your head. With IFT, you can save the emails you forward to IFT in an Evernote notebook. You can also save all of your iOS reminders in an Evernote checklist. And finally, if you want to keep a historical database of your Instagram photos for your business, automatically save them into Evernote. Coming in number 8 is Notion. It's an all-in-one workspace for your small business, your freelancing business. Even if you're a student and you want to maintain notes across all your different classes, Notion is a great tool to do that. With IFT, you could use Siri to automatically add items to your Notion to-do list. If you're a huge reader, you can add any new raindrop.io highlight into a Notion page with that highlight. You can also add any Google Calendar event to your Notion to-do list so you have a daily planner all optimized and updated every single day. Coming in number 7 is Trello, the Kanban board made easy. If you've heard of Kanban, it's a visual task management tool where you're moving tasks through a jobs to get done framework, and Trello makes it super easy to do it online with your whole team. With IFT, you can automatically record completed tasks from Trello in a Google spreadsheet, so you have a daily, weekly, monthly list of all the tasks you're completing in Trello. You can also automatically sync Trello with Slack, so you're notifying your Slack team when new Trello cards are created inside of Trello. And finally, you can connect Trello with your Google Calendar, so it will automatically put Trello tasks inside your Google Calendar, so you time block those tasks and you know you have time to perform them, read them, organize them, complete them. Coming in number 6 is Google Tasks. It's Google's free task management tool for the desktop and for your mobile device. With IFT, you can automatically get a weekly digest recapping every task you completed in Google Tasks. If you're an iPhone user, you can always use Siri to create Google Tasks so that you have access to them on your desktop if you're using Google Tasks on the web. And finally, you can create Google Calendar events from Google Tasks. So again, you need a time block inside your Google Calendar, automatically create those events whenever you add a new Google Tasks. Coming in number 5 is the most used form tool is Google Forms. Google Forms is free and syncs really well with the Google ecosystem. You can automatically create a Google Docs documents for new Google Form responses. So if you're a small business and you want your new leads to fill out a Google Form on your website, automatically create Google Docs and you can already start your SOPs inside of Google Drive based on those new leads coming through your website. You also want to be notified whenever Google Forms are completed. So send emails from Gmail for new Google Form submissions with IFT. And finally, if you're using Kanban on Trello, whenever someone submits a Google form through your online Google form, automatically create Trello cards. This could be a new lead that you need to follow up with, or it could be a new project from current clients and need to complete. Automatically create those Trello cards, and then your Trello is up to date for any request from any client or potential new client. Before I start the last 4 in our top 10 productivity apps on IFT, I wanted to remind you that if you love these videos, if you want to keep seeing them, hit that notification bell, subscribe to our channel, hang out with us, all right? At IFT, we love helping you connect all your favorite apps and devices, and we want to teach you how to do those better. So whenever you're on YouTube, I want you to see these videos when they pop up, so subscribe for me. And now let's get ready for the top 4 productivity apps on IFT. Now coming in number 4 is iOS reminders. At IFT, we have 2 really amazing mobile apps. That's what sets us apart from the rest of the automation tools that exist on the internet. If you're an iPhone user, you can automate anything with your iOS reminders. Some of those things are quick notes to create iOS reminders. The quick note is our note widget, and you can automatically add checklist items to your iOS reminders from our note widget. You can also create an event when you add new reminders on your iPhone. So if you want to sync this with your iOS calendar and time block all the tasks you need to complete in the day inside of iOS calendar, automatically create events to knock out whenever you add reminders on your iOS reminders checklist. You can also save new iOS reminders as Todoist tasks. So a lot of people use Todoist as their project management tool, as their task management tool, but they use an iPhone, and iOS reminders is easier to quick add tasks to. Automatically add them to your Todoist list, and then whenever you're sit down at your computer to knock out all your tasks, you've got them right there in your Todoist task management platform. Coming in number 3 is iOS shortcuts. Half of our users are iPhone users. iOS shortcuts is a quick way to get things done with your iOS app, and it's how you connect Siri to the 1,000 different tools live on IFTTT. What people love doing with IFTTT is create impromptu 1-hour meetings when they trigger an iOS shortcut. People also love to start focus time. So focus time is an app on IFTTT that allows you to really dive deep into focus, and it gives you short 25-30 minute focus time blocks to knock out tasks. When you turn work on with your iOS shortcuts, it will automatically start a focus time on your desktop to really help you dive in and complete tasks. Another really cool app that people love on the IFTTT platform is they get a call for important texts. So I'm one, my phone's always on vibrate. I never want to hear it, but when I receive a text that is important, maybe from my mom or from my wife, then automatically get a call so I can know to check it and respond. All right, coming in number 2 is our Google Sheets integration. If you are trying to be more productive and you want to use productivity apps, Google Sheets is the top number 2 on our list, but probably the one at the top on your list. It's because you can save anything in Google Sheets. You can use it as a database to track your social media following. You can use it as a database to track your new leads coming through your website. It's a free database platform built by Google. It has millions of users, and millions of IFTers love to use the Google Sheets platform. What they love doing, there is an applet on IFTT that allows you, when you press the button widget on your phone, automatically track your work hours in Google Drive. It adds a new row whenever you start work with a time signature, so you know when you're working, and then if you want to bill clients for certain projects, you use this applet. If you want to keep a record of when you're working throughout your day and then look at that on a historical basis, this is a really good applet to use. A lot of people also love putting their completed tasks in a Google spreadsheet. Again, if you're trying to bill clients for certain projects or certain time worked on their different projects, you want to keep a historical database of those tasks completed. And then also, it is a really good CRM tool. If you want to keep a database of all your potential contacts, potential business leads, use our IFTTT applet. Especially if you're an iPhone user, sync all of your new iOS contacts to a Google Sheet with it. And finally, number 1 on our top 10 productivity apps on IFTTT is Google Calendar. You aren't productive unless you're using a calendar to manage your tasks, your meetings with clients, your date nights with your wife. Use Google Calendar. It will save your mind hours. All right, what people love doing on IFTTT is quickly creating events in Google Calendar with the Note widget. So let's say you meet a friend for coffee and everyone leaves, hey, we should do this again. And you're like, yeah, let's do it again. Quickly create that Google Calendar event with the Note widget, and then you can move that calendar event to whatever time you want to go grab coffee again with your friends, because that's special. You could also connect Google Calendar with iOS Calendar. Your work is all on iOS Calendar, but your home is all on Google Calendar. Sync those events from iOS Calendar to Google Calendar with IFTTT. And finally, this is one we shared before, but you can track your work hours in a Google Calendar. So whenever you arrive at work, it automatically adds that as a Google Calendar event. And then historically, you can look back and be like, oh, I worked 40 hours here this week, or I worked 60 hours here this week. And there you have it, the top 10 productivity apps live on IFTTT. Remember, it's not about using all of them. Find the apps that work best with your workflow and just use those and continually optimize that workflow. I wanted to highlight some honorary mentions that didn't make the list. First off, AccuFlow. This is a personal favorite of mine. I use it to connect my personal life and my work life, and it allows me to time box everything that happens in my world so that I can be most productive and also just spend most of the time I can with my family. Another personal favorite is the Todoist integration. I'm not using it currently, but hundreds of thousands of IFTers use it every single day because they connect Todoist with thousands of apps on IFTT. It allows them to be a lot more productive. And finally, ClickUp. This is something we use on the IFT marketing team. It's huge. So we plan our entire content strategy, our email strategy, social media strategy with ClickUp, and allows us to be able to communicate internally and allows us to communicate with other teams at IFT. Well, that's it, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And throw your favorite applets or productivity tools that you love or you want to see on IFT in the comments below. We're always growing. We're always adding new tools to the platform. And again, this is Trip with IFT, where everything works better together. Thanks, guys.